Mark, welcome to Bradford City, appointed new academy manager. How does it feel to be here first and foremost?
No, it feels really good, Lewis. I've been welcomed with all the staff with open arms, and I'm really enjoying it. It's good.
You've had a few days in the job so far this week. What have they consisted of? What have you seen? We've just got training with the under-18s and under-19s behind you here.
Yeah, no, we've just been looking through the processes because, as an academy we might be getting audited this year, so we've been just looking through all the documentation, and with lots of fantastic documents already in place. So yeah, just looking through all the boring stuff like the coaching philosophy, the playing philosophy. Then obviously for the last couple of days I've come down and watched the under-19s, 17s train. So yeah, all good.
What have you made of the academy so far? There's been a lot of progression over recent years and a lot of success on and off the field with players and coaches and stuff like that. How have you kind of taken to it all so far from both the outside looking in and now you're inside the four walls as well?
No, it's evident that Neil, and all the staff, God bless his soul, that, the work, what had been done previously has been absolutely top draw. That was evident from day one. And for me, I just want to follow on in terms of, if I can replicate just a small fraction of what they've achieved, then I've done a really good job. So, yeah, no, very strong academy, excellent reputation in the game. So hopefully we can build on that and improve and get better and better and make us one of the best academies in the north of England. That's the plan.
How important is that as well when you mention Neil and the foundations that have been set both by him and by the staff around the place as well, walking into an environment like this where a lot of the hard work has already been done, and it's a case, I guess, of you coming on, taking that job on, adding your own spin and making sure that progression continues? Yeah,
it's massive. In football everyone has different philosophies, playing philosophies and how we like to work. For me, an academy is a family. So, we want to be a really strong family because there's 92 other football clubs out there who want to beat us. So, for me, environment is key, and I can tell just by being in 4 days that the environment in the academy is in a really good place, and the children or the players seem to really enjoy the work, which is a big bonus. So hopefully long may it continue, and if we can just add one or two changes here and there, then we'll be even stronger.
How evident have they been, those pillars, when you talk about the culture the academy sets down and the values that we hold highly here from a coaching perspective downwards? How evident has that been for you, and how important is that, and how much of a credit is that to both the players and the staff and everybody around it?
Yeah, it's massive. It's massive. Like I said, I did a little bit of a quiz with all the full-time staff regarding the syllabus, the playing philosophy, the coaching philosophy, and they all know the DNA of Bradford City's academy. So it's just for me to get up to speed with that and put in little tweaks in here and there if needed, but at the moment it's just assessing what we've got in place and, like I said, building on it later on down the line.
How important will the relationship be with the first team setup as well? Obviously we've seen in recent years quite a few players breaking through, and even this year the likes of Bobby Point and Dylan Newby, Harvey Rowe getting their opportunity in pre-season in the first team around the setup. That's obviously one of the key aims for the academy going forward and one of the main purposes. So how important will that relationship be with those staff in the first team?
Yeah, huge. I've spoken to the gaffer. He's dead keen on youth development. So from my point of view, that's perfect because it's our job to develop the players, and then if they're good enough, they're old enough. And I'm sure they'll be given opportunities in the future to try and get in the first team. And look, we want to develop international players here. So so our goal is to try and develop international players and Premier League players for the future, and that's what we'll try and do.
Just tell us a little bit about yourself as well, off topic, your background. You've obviously come from Rochdale in a similar role there, but what else has your career consisted of so far?
Yeah, I've worked at some good clubs. So I was at Burnley as a young man doing the Lead Foundation phase. Then I moved to Bury for 8 years, where I was academy manager there, where we had incredible success on limited resources. I think we had we sold 26 players and had like 30 odd appearances for first team. So yeah, and then from there, we all know what happened to Bury, unfortunately. But then I moved to Bolton, and then from Bolton I went to Rochdale, all in academy manager positions. So yeah, I'm vastly experienced. For me, an academy is a business within a business. So we're there to develop players for the first team, and like I said, earlier, to try and develop Premier League and international players. That's our job, and that's what we'll be looking to do in the not too distant future.
How important are those experiences, more so at different clubs in different environments, different circumstances? You mentioned Bury and Bolton and Rochdale, working within different setups, different academies, potentially to different targets. How much can you draw on that here to bring what you want to do here to this academy?
Yeah, I think, at Bury we had a clear defined playing philosophy, which then what we did from that, it introduced an individual player profile for each individual position. So that's what we'll be looking to do here, have specific targets for specific positions, and then just build the fantastic reputation what Bradford's got already to hopefully an even better reputation, and like I said, develop players for the future.
Finally, you've not been here all too long yet, but what do the next few weeks and months look like for you, and how much are you looking forward to, I guess, the challenge ahead?
Yeah, no, I met all the part-time staff on Monday, so we had a bit of a late one. We were here till about 9:30. We had a coach's CPD, which were brilliant, because there's massive amounts of experience within the academy already. So for me, it's to make Bradford City, they're arguably the best in the North East League. Can we be the best in the North West League at Category 3, and then can we try and make impacts on Category 2 and Category 1 clubs?